Alright, so the plan obviously changed today for class. A lot of you are virtual today. So it's really hard to participate with a Zoom and also try to work on your own projects. So I decided to make a video instead. That way you can minimize the screen and pause whenever you need to. But today's assignment is actually pretty simple. So I'm going to get started with a new project, and I want this to be somewhat square. So I changed it from pixels to inches so I can know relatively how large it is. And we're going to be importing 10 different images and then duplicating them. So it's going to be 20 total images in one project. So it needs to be fairly large, but not too big that your computer crashes. So I'm going to try to do let's do 12 by 12 inches. Hopefully that'll work for you. And then, as always, we like to use a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. So this will be our canvas for our project today. And like I said, we're going to import 10 unique images. I've downloaded a few that we used in the previous project, and I'm going to just practice with those and show you how to do the project. And then you can download your own images and work on them. So what you'll want to do is you want to place objects in this current project. So you want to open and place. So once you have your images, you're going to load them in one at a time. So here's one image. The goal of this project, let me go ahead and zoom in here, is to practice using what are called filters. And we have used at least one filter. We've used what's it called? This one, high pass filter. But you can see there's tons of other filters here. And what we're going to be using is the filter gallery, which shows us kind of in a thumbnail preview all the different filters that you can use. And so the goal of this project is just to explore these and kind of experiment with the settings and see what each of them does. Obviously there's more than 10 here, but the expectation in this assignment is that you play around with at least 10 filters on 10 different images and just see what they do. So the first thing I want to do is, before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. Before you edit the image, you should make a copy. So I'm going to duplicate this. That could be Control J or right click and duplicate layer. So one of these we're going to leave the original, and then the other one we're going to modify using a filter. So I'm going to leave the original the way that it is and then apply a filter to the copy. So I'm going to go up to filters, go back to that gallery, and now it's showing it in 100% zoom. So if you need to zoom out, there should be a zoom option here. There we go, scroll wheel works. But here you have some different stylized filters. So they have a description here. So if you're looking for, let's see, there should be one that's like a watercolor, this one here. It takes a little while to apply, but you can see already it's kind of transformed my image into a watercolor painting. So in each of the filters there's going to be settings that you can customize that will just change the look of it. So this is already taking a little bit of time to apply. So you may have to click and wait a few seconds for it to apply before you can see the results. It might be easier to change the number value. So that's brush detail. Shadow intensity, you can see there's some contrast on the edges. Then let's try increasing the texture to something like 10. Let's reduce it now to 3. So you can play around with the settings in each one. Once you've found something that you like, you're going to press OK. And that should apply the setting. I'm a little bit concerned that this may take a lot of computing power to do. So this may be something where we do each one its own individual project. So let's just prepare for that. Instead of doing a collage, since we're dealing with Chromebooks that I haven't really explored this option with yet, let's go ahead and make each image its own thing. So we're just going to abandon this collage concept. So I'm going to go ahead and just close this. So we're going to bypass that. So you're going to have 10 different projects that you'll need to save. It seems like a lot. It's actually going to save you some time because of the limitations with your devices. So we're going to consider each image its own project. So again, you'll just duplicate Control J inside the project. So open the image as you normally would, and then apply a filter to the copy. So now I'm in a specific one. I think it's called artistic. So let's go to mosaic tile, see what that looks like. So here you can increase, decrease the tile size. Then you can see there's a grout in between each of the tiles. If I want to decrease that. And then lighten. So it makes it stand out more. So you get the idea. So each filter is very unique in what it does, and it creates an artistic expression with your photograph. So the goal of this project is just to explore those. So once you've done that, you press OK. You'll have 2 images. One is the one with the filter applied, and the other is the original. And I want you to save it like this so I can see the original when you turn it in, and then the one that you applied the filter to. So each image should have a different filter used. So this would be one project. So I'd save this. And then I can go to the next image and do the same thing. Duplicate. And then to the copy, apply one of the filters. Let's go to the filter gallery and just, kind of explore something that looks kind of cool. So just explore the filter and then play around with the settings until it does something that you really like. I'm going to sharpen this more. There we go, that looks cool. So once you've adjusted it and it looks good to you, click OK. So now you have the filtered image and the original. Go ahead and save that again. So that would be number 2. So I'm doing this rather quickly. I would hope that you would kind of explore some more filters, find the one that you like, adjust it, and then save it. So eventually you'll have a total of 10 images that you do this to. So I want you to explore 10 different filters with 10 different images. That's the basic goal of this assignment. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Again, it's just really hard for us all to be on the same page on a Zoom when I'm expecting you to actually work on your computers and follow along. So hopefully this video helps. Yeah, again, just let me know if you have any questions. All right, have a good weekend.